So Karl Anthony Towns is definitely one of the best centers in the league, top 5 center in the league, and he's also one of the best players in the league. But what I've seen from the Minnesota Timberwolves have been absolutely disgusting. But what's going on YouTube? It's your boy Lil Trady back with another video, and today I'm going to be talking about the one and only Karl Anthony Towns. Before I get started with this video, make sure I like, subscribe to my channel, hit that bell for notifications, and let's get started with this video. So like I said, the Minnesota Timberwolves have been an absolute joke, because coming into this season, I already thought they was going to make the playoffs for the addition of D'Angelo Russell and also drafting Anthony Edwards with the #1 overall pick. But that hasn't been the case, as the Minnesota Timberwolves have the worst record in the whole entire league at 7-28. Like, they're at the bottom of the West, 15th seed. And when I seen this, I was like, the Timberwolves need to give up on Karl Anthony Towns. Because Karl Anthony Towns been there for like, 6 years and only made the playoffs once. Just because Jimmy Butler was there. That's the reason why they made the playoffs. But besides that, they missed the playoffs 5 different times. Like, they couldn't adjust nothing. Because ever since they traded Andrew Wiggins and they thought D'Angelo Russell was going to be that perfect fit with Karl Anthony Towns, yeah, that wasn't the case. As the Timberwolves has the worst record in the whole entire league. Like, even with inefficient ass Ricky Rubio, and the only person that really is balling is, besides Cat, is literally Malik Beasley. Malik Beasley is the only one that's balling besides Karl Anthony Towns. And besides those two, nobody else ain't doing nothing. D'Angelo Russell has been literally not playing games due to injury. There were sources said he's going to be out for nearly 6 weeks because he had surgery on his leg or some shit like that. But what I see through the Minnesota Timberwolves, man, Karl Anthony Towns just needs to request a trade. Because I'm sick of this right now, man. Because I'm just really sick of this. Karl Anthony Towns wasting his whole prime with this sorry ass excuse for an organization. Like, literally, the Timberwolves are a joke. Like, I really thought they was going to be good this season. But turns out I was wrong. I thought they was about to be at least a top 10 or at least top 8 seed in the West. At least at an 8th or 7th seed. But that ain't the case, as they are at the bottom of the West, and their defense is disgusting. Like, it's awful. Like, they are bottom on the defense. I'm not saying they're like actually they are worse than the Nets and the Wizards, because they can't guard a motherfucking thing. Like, literally, they suck on that side of the ball. Offense, they're solid, but defense, they're trash. Like, I'm sorry, they're worse than a lot of people expect. Like, literally, like, they gotta, like, you can name one good defender on that damn team. Like, I can't even name one good defender. Karl Anthony Towns ain't no good defender. Sure, he could hold his own, but he's still not a great defender. And D'Angelo Russell for sure not a great defender. Malik Beasley's not a good defender. Anthony Edwards, he's a solid one, but he's not a really good defender. Like, I hate seeing generational talent go like this. Like, Karl Anthony Towns, in my opinion, is a top 7 big in the league. Like, this kid doesn't make no sense watching him waste his whole career with the Minnesota Timberwolves. And sure, he's not liking it right now, because he might request a trade sooner or later. He might do that Anthony Davis treatment and wait for the perfect time. Like, the perfect time to request a trade. Because the Minnesota Timberwolves had let me down for the last time. Because expectations come from the Minnesota Timberwolves. Like, they have numerous opportunities to make the playoffs, but they fail every single year. Like, the Timberwolves have a history of making bad decisions. Like that one dumbass GM, David Kahn, who selected Johnny Flynn and Ricky Rubio over, guess this, Steph Curry. They then go to D'Angelo Russell. D'Angelo Russell has not been 100% healthy. As sure, he's averaging 19 points per game and shooting 42% from the field. But this man hasn't been healthy since the beginning, because now he's out with an injury and he has surgery on his leg and is expected to be out for literally 6 to 8 weeks. But D'Lo, he ain't helping this team. In my opinion, D'Lo is not even a top 10 point guard in the league. He for sure isn't. Because I really thought D'Lo was going to be the big difference for Karl Anthony Towns to get over the hump and make the playoffs. Because I really thought they was about to be at least, well, they are one of the best offenses in the league. At least top 10 offense or top 15. But D'Angelo Russell, he ain't helping matters most. And now he's going to be out. And the other player that people really not getting on, yeah, you guessed it, Anthony Edwards. Because a lot of people forget that people thought that Anthony Edwards was going to be the help for the Minnesota Timberwolves to get over the hump and could potentially make the playoffs. And people said he was going to win the Rookie of the Year, but that wasn't the case, as he completely stunk up the joint, as he's shooting 37% from the field and also 30% from 3 on nearly 4 attempts a game. So Anthony Edwards ain't helping things matter out neither. Then you got inefficient ass Ricky Rubio, who's shooting literally 37% from the field as well, as he isn't the same how he was like 7 years ago since he tore his ACL back in 2013, I believe. As Ricky Rubio, he is just not a perfect fit for the Timberwolves. Like, you already got D'Angelo Russell. Why do you need Ricky Rubio for? That don't make no sense. Like, he ain't doing nothing. And the only person that's really balling for the team is Malik Beasley. Because Malik Beasley this season's averaging 20 points and shooting 45% from the field. So he's doing his part, but he's also not a great defender. But that's their team. That's the team's weakness, defense. Like, they can't stop a damn thing. Like, they can't stop nobody. And Malik, like, I can't even name nobody who's not a good defender on that team. Not even one person I can name as a good defender. So Malik Beasley and Karl Anthony Towns are the only people that's scoring right now. And sometimes it can be D'Angelo Russell, but sometimes he can have some bad games because D'Lo's not that efficient at scoring, as we all know. But Malik Beasley, to me, he's the second best player on this team. Like, it's not D'Angelo Russell, it's literally Malik Beasley. And back to Karl Anthony Towns. I hate seeing this, man. Karl Anthony Towns used to be one of my favorite players in the league. Like, I'm not kidding. And he's out here just wasting his career with the Timberwolves. He should have been requested a trade. And then now he's stuck there with that big ass contract. And they just gave Andrew Wiggins a big ass contract. And now they just traded him with his horrible contract. And now Karl Anthony Towns has a 5-year deal in the max. And this doesn't make no sense. And Karl Anthony Towns, he was the one who signed that contract. Because a lot of people forget he requested a trade like in 2018 after getting knocked out by the Houston Rockets in the first round, as he thought that the team wasn't really that good. But they had Jimmy Butler on that team though, and he could help y'all get over the hump because y'all were too sorry enough to not even make the playoffs, and y'all had numerous opportunities of getting to the playoffs. So that's why Karl Anthony Towns requested a trade. But nah, he decided to stay in Minnesota and sign that 5-year deal worth like over $100 million, $190 million. And now he's over there putting up empty stats, nearly averaging 25 a game for his whole entire career. But this season, he's averaging 22 a game on a career low, shooting at 49%. And when they picked up Jimmy Butler, I really thought, man, this is going to be a real duo right here. Or big three, Butler, Cat, and Wiggins. I expect them to be at least a top 5 seed. And they were a top 5 seed until Jimmy Butler got injured. And they went all the way from the 4th seed to the 8th seed. So we could all know that Jimmy Butler was a key piece, a big help for that team. Like the biggest help. No wonder why Jimmy Butler requested a trade, because y'all were too sorry enough. Y'all were acting soft in practice. And I liked how Jimmy Butler got on y'all, because y'all was acting too soft. That's the reason why he requested the trade. Because y'all didn't like winning enough. Y'all just like putting up empty stats that don't request the wins. Jimmy Butler came there to win. There's the reason why Jimmy Butler left y'all for Philly. And then he left Philly for Miami. And look where he's at right now. Bring a team to the NBA Finals. And like, I just hate seeing young players just waste their talent with teams. Do y'all think Karl Anthony Towns enjoy this? He might enjoy it a little bit, but he really doesn't enjoy it. I don't enjoy it. Like, I can name players from the top of my dome that don't enjoy this. Like Bradley Beal, he's leading the league in scoring. Guess what? They're at the bottom of the East. He's averaging nearly 33 a game, and they're still not in the playoff picture. Sure, they had a little 5-game winning streak, but they're still not in the playoffs. Trae Young last season averaged nearly 30 points and 10 assists a game. Guess what? They were at the bottom of the East. And now this season, they're not even in the playoff picture neither. Like, this is disappointment. Like, literally. And then Devin Booker last season for the past 5 years. If it wasn't for Chris Paul saving them this season, guess where he would have been at? At the bottom of the West yet again. Like, you guys see my point here? It's not fun playing on the sorry ass team. It's not. I wouldn't enjoy it. Just like how Anthony Davis, he was tired of losing. He wanted to win. Because making the playoffs twice with the New Orleans Pelicans and only winning one series is unacceptable. Even though I don't blame, it's unacceptable for the franchise. Not for Anthony Davis, because I'm glad Anthony Davis got out in New Orleans so he could let other young players develop their skills, like Zion and Brandon Ingram. And that's the reason why AD requested that trade. And look where he's at right now. The NBA champion teaming up with LeBron James. And now he's developing up his skills. And look where the Timberwolves at. Look where Karl Anthony Towns is at. Still hasn't requested the trade. But in the near future, he might request a trade. Might. Because he might have that Anthony Davis treatment. Might get traded to a good team. Maybe. But we'll see. But that includes this video. Make sure y'all like, subscribe to my channel. Hit that bell for notifications. What y'all think about this video? Should the Timberwolves trade? Should Karl Anthony Towns request a trade from the Timberwolves? Y'all stay and stay healthy, y'all. This your boy Lil Trady signing out. Wear a mask. Wash your hands. Peace.